Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing my summer book haul. I've got a lot of books because I plan on reading a bunch this summer, and I'm super excited to show you all the books I've got. Got some books from Blackwell's, Amazon, and Barnes & Noble. I also have some books that I got from Book Outlet, so I'm really excited to show you all the books that I've gotten for the summer. So I'm going to start off with the first book, and that is Cross the Line by Simone Soltani. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. This is about an F1 driver who has a bit of a social media scandal, and he needs help with his social media presence. Of course, the one person he needs to help him is his best friend's sister. So, you got kind of that forbidden thing going on there. And this cover is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm one for a little cartoon cover, but this is just everything and more. Also, I was super excited because I got it from Blackwell's. I have it 2 months before you can get it in the US, so I was super excited about that. So I have it 2 months early, which that's super exciting me. But also the back, I like how the whole entire cover is just very seamless. So I'm very excited about this book. So next I have Unsteady by Peyton Corinne, and this is a hockey romance. And it's about a hockey player. He has a concussion, an injury, and after his injury, he has these really bad panic attacks. And then the female love interest in the book finds out about his panic attacks. She watches what happened, and they strike up a deal, kind of like an understanding, and they decide to help each other out. But of course, there's some falling for each other in the mix. And once again, these covers are just romance book covers these days are just everything and more. This is adorable. So next I have Clyde, and I believe you pronounce the author name Balcara. I could be very wrong, and I apologize if I am wrong, but this is about a girl who hates hockey but wants to become a sports psychologist, and then he's a hockey player who is struggling, and he has to work on a research paper, and they get paired together. So they kind of have to work through their differences in order to get this research paper done. So, you kind of have this love-hate thing going on. And also, this is another cover. Can we just take a moment? I remember seeing this. This has been out, the cover for a year, and I just remember seeing this knowing I had to get my hands on this book. And I had the chance, and then they republished it, and so I had to wait forever. So I'm excited that I finally have my hands on this cover. So next, I have a couple of books that are from independent authors that I found through Bookstagram and Book Talk and everything like that. And first we have The Favor by Suzanne Wright, and this is a marriage of convenience story. And this is about a girl. She becomes the assistant to this very powerful CEO, and they strike up the deal that she has to be his wife for 12 months. So you have that initial marriage of convenience, and I thought the cover, once again, I feel like I'm going to say this a lot in this video, but all these covers are just absolutely gorgeous. Whoever designs them does such a good job. And this is just so cute. And I'm super excited for this one. So next I have 2 books in a series. I believe the first one is Home Run Proposal by Maren Moore, and then Catching Feelings by the same author. And I am super excited about these books because they are baseball romances, and I read my first baseball romance through reading an advanced reader copy of First Base, and that one was really great. And I'm excited to get more into a different type of sports romance. I feel like I mostly read hockey romances, but definitely excited to get into these. And once again, I swear, I know I'm saying it again, and I know I'm trying so hard not to mention this about every book cover that I show you guys, but once again, gorgeous book covers. And I've heard a lot of great things about Maren Moore, so I'm really excited about this. I've seen a lot of reviews about these books, and everyone said really great things. So there's these 2. So next I have a book called On Thin Ice by Daisy Egan, and this is a part of the Redwood University series, and this is about a playboy who falls for the good girl. So you have that whole taming the bad boy kind of thing going on. This is also a hockey romance. It's not a book video for me without a hockey romance at this point. I I don't know why I have such a draw to hockey romances, but I also like the whole Playboy, kind of Taming the Playboy vibes of this. Also, I will say I was drawn to it by the covers. It was a huge reason I wanted to read this book. And of course the plot just seemed really good. So next I have another book from Daisy Egan, and that is Millie in Between. The little tagline is, he knows he can't have her, which makes him want her even more. And this is a best friend's little sister like trope. And he's basically been pining after his best friend's little sister for like such a long time, and then they finally get together and it's supposed to be like no strings attached, but obviously he like can't get enough of her. And so I'm going to go on a limb and say this is a he falls first, which I find that trope to be so adorable because who doesn't want the guy to fall first? And obviously the covers, I like the style cover as well. It's very like sketchy, like sketchbook vibes, and it's super cute. So lastly, for books that I got off of Amazon from independent authors, we have Heavenly Bodies by Imani Aru. And of course, the cover's really cool. It has all the zodiac signs on there. It's very zodiac themed. And this is another book that I've heard a lot of great things about. So I definitely had to add this to my list of books. And it's a little bit of a fantasy book, obviously. I mean, it's fantasy. And I feel like I haven't read a lot of fantasy in a while, so this is going to be a very exciting one to get into. And also there's magic and all that, and I love romantasy. It's just one of my favorite things to read. Definitely excited to get back into the genre. And next I have another type of little book that I've been getting. So recently I finally got off the wait list for the Probably Smut book subscription, so I've been getting their monthly little subscription boxes. And the first one I got, it's actually last month's, but I've been holding on to it, haven't really looked at it, is A Fate Inked in Blood by Daniel L. Jensen. And if you don't know who that is, he wrote The Bridge Kingdom, which is another series that I need to read. Of course, this is the special edition little cover you get. It just says, her fate is inked in her blood. It's carved in her bones. This power is Freya's destiny. And I just think this is such a gorgeous special edition. And it's such a pretty cover, and I'm so excited about this. So next I have another book from Probably Smut, and this was this month's book, and that is Whistleblower by Kay Cove. This is a part of the Paladin series. I'm not necessarily sure what this is about, but the back says, you be the light in this dark, depressing world. Let me be the big bad wolf. I'm guessing maybe this has something to do with like office romance or something, or like billionaire. Not really sure. I honestly can't remember what the little synopsis said, but this cover is definitely interesting. It's very dark and like intriguing. So I'm just very happy I finally got off the waitlist for Probably Smut because I love their covers that they have of the books. So next we have some books that I got from Barnes & Noble, and the first one is King of Sloth by Anna Wong, and this is her King of Sin series. This is the 4th installment, and of course you got the little time, and obviously sloth, it's time. So I'm just very excited. I love Anna Wong. She's one of my go-to romance authors that I always buy from, so I'm super excited for this one. And then I have another book that I pre-ordered that I've been waiting so long for, and it is This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. And I love her series. Of course, I love how all the covers just go together. I will say this, I got the hardcover and I didn't know there was a paperback, but you know, she'll still look pretty on my shelf. And I'm super excited to read this because I love Carly Fortune's writing. I love the past, the present, and the future, and all of that in between. I love how she writes. And it's going to be a captivating read. And recently I ordered some books from Book Outlet for the very first time. I'd seen a lot of people have bought from it. And obviously the books are a lot cheaper. I will say the condition of the books was not what I expected, but you know, they were super cheap, which was okay. And the first book that I got was Snape, The Definitive Analysis of Hogwarts Mysterious Potions Master and Unofficial Exploration by Lloyd Kim. And this just kind of is an overall analysis of Snape, the character. And obviously I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I have a whole bookshelf. I love going to the theme park, so this will be a nice addition to my collection of Harry Potter books. And the next book I got from Book Outlet is The Foxglove King by Hannah Witten. And this is about a girl. She gets thrust into this whole magical royal kind of world, and she has to figure out how to basically kind of keep herself safe. And this is one I've been trying to get a hold of for a while. I will say this, something that irritates me about it is the pages are like really weird, and this is both in the hardcover and the paper book. I don't know why it does that like uneven page thing. Kind of bugs me, but you know what? I got it for like $7.99, so it was definitely a deal. And then I also got Out of His League, and this is by Caroline Richardson. It was a little sad though because the top was very like dented. But this is a Wattpad book, and it is also a baseball romance, and it's about a baseball player that this girl meets in the airport, and they have a one-night stand, and they're both struggling with their life. And the one stand obviously turns into something more. So this one has been on my list for a while, so I'm glad that I finally got it. And then I also got Forget Me Not by Julie Soto, and this is about a wedding planner who doesn't like weddings, or she doesn't really believe in marriage is the whole thing, and she ends up having to work on a wedding with this guy right here who is a workaholic florist, so you know, it's a very interesting work dynamic there. And obviously you have the workplace vibes, and kind of, it's just very interesting. I think obviously with her not believing in marriage, I think that's a very interesting plot line. And also the cover was really cool, and I've heard some very good things about this, so that definitely made the book very appealing. And next I got Full Measures by Rebecca Yarros, and I got this because I've read Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, and I wanted to try her contemporary romance books. And this is about an army brat who's going through a lot, and then a hockey star moves in next door, and obviously they have this attraction between them, but you know, he's holding some secrets, and those secrets are eventually going to come out, and it's going to cause some problems. So I'm very interested to see what her contemporary romance is like, because I love Fourth Wing, her fantasy romance novel. So this will be an interesting one to read for me. And the last book I have is Belladonna by Adeline Grace, and this is about a girl, and she's been raised by some guardians, but they don't really care for her as much as they should, so she goes to live with the Hawthorns, who are her long-last relatives, and the patriarch is still mourning his late wife, but the wife's spirit comes and suggests that she has been poisoned, that she's been murdered, so Signa has to make a deal with Death himself to figure out who the murderer is. And I just thought the plot for this was very intriguing. This has been on my list for a while. And I will admit, once again, the cover did have a lot in the factoring of wanting to get this book. So this is another one I'm super excited for, and it's just so pretty. So those are all of the books that I got for my little summer book haul. I'm super excited about all of them, and I know I say I'm excited about everything in all of my videos, but I truly mean it. And I'm hoping to read a lot more now that it is summer. So I'm super excited for all of these, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe you've read them, and if you've read them, let me know, and let me know your thoughts. And I'm just very excited. I say that a lot, but reading is one of my favorite things, and as somebody who works a full-time job, it is my escape. 45 hours a week at work, and then I get to read, and it's the most wonderful thing in the world. So I'm also very happy. I like talking, and I wish I did it more often because I do like talking to a camera. So hopefully more videos will come in the future, and until next time, see you guys.